And what's up, everybody? Welcome to Thursday, week 3.
Well, Ben,
Welcome to the heart of fantasy. You've got two hosts. I'm joined as always with my man, rocking BC for the second time.
second
Back to
time
back.
we got the BC Eagles going. Was it the Thursday show? Last week it was.
I don't know. I'm going with the repeat Sunday to Thursday, but you might have gone Thursday to Thursday with
It's
the
getting a little
Eagles.
crazy in here, actually,
Okay.
now that I think about it. We are from not an entirely new location. We got the laptop. We had to go on the phone emergency last time. We got a terrible towel behind me. It's a mix up of what we got going on here. It's pretty cool though.
Yeah, actually, let's see more about the background. And I got you on too much Zoom, so I gotta fix this real quick.
Check this out. Yeah, check this out.
All right.
I can take everyone on a virtual tour.
Yeah, let's see it.
We got some background.
Yeah. While they come on in, I can see just over your left shoulder right now. That's it. Like in the background. Yeah. I see a little black and yellow back there.
Okay, I mean we got a
Yeah.
Steelers jersey
Dope.
hung up.
Woo-hoo.
We got the terrible towel hung up. I guess we can go unplugged here. Around, why don't we, huh? Looks like the towel. We got, believe it or not,
Get a feel for the place.
we got the Edmonton Eskimos jersey.
Wow.
Number 98.
Black and yellow.
That one's actually green and yellow.
Oh, okay. A little green in there. All right.
Yeah, both signed Conrad Coy, the man himself.
Nice. Oh, I love it, dude. And you're surrounded by potentially my new favorite team because we've got Justin Fields leading the Steelers to a 2-0, potentially 3-0 this week, dude. I can't be more.
Yep.
For a team that doesn't have, for a dynasty team that has no quarterbacks but Justin Fields, it's just a freaking miracle that he's a starter. Because, yeah, oh man, it's just beautiful. So give me Steelers constantly. Give me Steelers everywhere we go.
And you know what? Let's just jump right into that real quick. He came out and got enough for a victory.
That's what he's been doing. I mean, he hasn't even been trying. Like, it almost looks like he's just been not being his whole big fantasy self because he needs to make sure he wins the job. But then all of a sudden, dude, once they're 4-1 and they need to go get a W, like that's when we're going to start seeing the 30, 35-point Justin Fields fantasy weeks. And I can't freaking wait. 180 yards rushing in a game. We'll probably see that again this year. That's a hot take, but God, I mean, I'll run a mile. I'll sprint a mile if that happens. But yeah, all right. So let's see. What do we got going on today? Nice to see you. We haven't talked much football since our Sunday show. We got the Thursday night football coming up tonight in less than an hour. Is it an 8:05 or 8:20 start? We got 7:08 Eastern time right now. So it's about an hour until game time. Pats, Jets kicking off. Pats are at the Jets Stadium. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we got Aaron Rodgers, Jacoby Brissett. So yeah, we'll dive into those matchups. I got a start sit tonight. That is super critical. I mean, it's a tight end position, but we'll see. I mean, I think it is going to be a tough decision. So that'll help us kind of dive into some of the matchups, and then we can talk about anything else. If you're with us on chat, tell us what you think. Tell us who you think's going to win. We're interested. We want to know. But yeah, all right. So that's one thing. And then I kind of want to talk about, let's talk waivers. If you added anybody this week, let's talk if you, have a start of the week. That's not an obvious one, right? Like, don't tell me Justin Jefferson's going to be the star of the week because he's just a dog getting it every week. But yeah, so let's pull up the matchup. What do we want to start with? All right, so go ahead.
I don't know why you're taking the opportunity not to brag about the recap.
I thought about it, right? And so if you've been with us, you saw the two of us go head-to-head in week 2.
You have to.
Yeah, all right, let's talk about it. Okay, all right, let's talk about the Thursday night show. Because the Thursday night show was all Buffalo, right? It was all Buffalo Bills. And, yeah, I'll pull it up on the screen for everyone to see. Let's go check the matchup. We go back week 2, and here it is. So what we saw on Thursday was Buffalo defense just absolutely crushing it, and then the rest kind of a little life out of Dalton Kincaid. So, I mean, I think the trend there for him is going to be good. Coleman, we're not going to miss his first touchdown. We covered that. And then, just the weirdest game out of Josh Allen where he just didn't have to do much and got under 10 points maybe for the first time in his career. Yeah, but anyway, so, you were a little handicapped with the Bills. And then
I'll take over the recap for this one, if you don't mind.
Please.
Coming from my perspective here, pretty upsetting. And as much as a dominant performance, we'll call it, really, by the Bills. I mean, yes, they look great on defense. That game was it was just not a good Thursday Night Football game. It's one of those ones where you're just like, why does Thursday Night Football do this to us? And you see pretty much a team that a lot of people think are, at least a contender. If you're a Miami fan, we're contenders. Overnight in week 2, it's just like, I don't know. I think we might be out of this thing, and that's pretty tough. Yeah. And weird fantasy night because of that. I mean, we see that happen obviously when any blowout occurs. We had the wrong Bill. We did not have James Cook, so our Bills attack their strategy failed.
Yeah.
But it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. We've seen it happen last year. I had a good year last year, but when I lost big time, and that's probably because you could probably do the math and say, Bills had a light week. Kev's team put up barely 100 points.
That's how you know.
Happened this week. Yeah. Oh, and let's talk about this. I mean, a quote that could be probably brought up. I don't know. You got the sound, but the best $15 I've ever spent.
That's what we need. We need an audio guy because I need to be able to hit a button and bring that clip back up. Yeah.
So my question.
It wasn't bad. Well, he got injured.
Do you have any insight?
Yeah, he got injured. He injured his oblique and was pulled from the game, removed from the game. And it just it wasn't very loud. It wasn't very talked about.
No, they didn't talk about it.
And me and you were questioning too. We're like, why is Achane getting 28 carries on a busted ankle where he might not even have played?
Why am I watching on a night that could have been a great night for me? Just get even worse and worse because I'm watching. I'm like, where's Jeff? Why is a game that Achane was questionably even playing or is going to be limited? Career high touches potentially? What was I watching?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's fantasy. That's what happens.
Fantasy,
Congrats
dude.
On the win.
Yeah, thank you. Your boy Adam.
What do you got? You got anything good to say? Any star performers?
Yeah, I mean, my star performer was Metcalf, which I just don't feel good about because it was against New England, and his big touchdown was a blown coverage. So, it wasn't even him being great and going out and getting it. It was just watching the home team screw up. So that, honestly, is not the reason I won because I ended up winning by a solid 39-point cushion. But Derrick Henry and James Conner just looking like absolute gods on the field is just so good. Baltimore is a little scary with the 0-2 start. I don't want to see Baltimore drop to 1-4 or something like that, and they're going to be like, all right, Derrick Henry, sorry, dude, we need to just let Lamar go do his thing. I don't want to see that happen. And have we seen the Derrick Henry Wildcat yet? Because that was arguably the most effective play in football with the Titans when he took the direct snap. He was either throwing for touchdowns, running for touchdowns, or getting first downs. I don't think there was ever anything else. So I'm curious if they'll do that with Lamar. I think I've seen it. I think I saw Lamar line up a receiver one time. But, please, Baltimore, let's use that 20% of the time, especially since they have no receivers.
That'd be sick.
There's talk that Adam Thielen might be heading to Baltimore. Have you heard that?
No.
Adam Thielen, heated after week 2, is just furious and wants out, apparently. And Bateman, apparently, isn't a legitimate option for Baltimore, and they need somebody else, and therefore, because everyone's just keying on Zay Flowers. But anyway, that's an interesting dynamic. I don't know if anyone's too excited to be like, yeah, I need Thielen out there, but I mean, I don't even know if people own Thielen, to be honest. He might just be out on waivers.
People own him in Dynasty, but that to me would be frustrating as a fantasy guy because you're just like, he's taking touchdowns away from Henry, from Andrews, from Likely out there.
Yeah, right, exactly. You bring in Thielen, you're going to take away Likely, yeah.
If you have no running backs like me, you might hope that Justice Hill is out there, but your damn cousin owns him.
Yeah. Oh, this is actually, you won the tight end matchup this week. The Likely versus Mark Andrews matchup. They went head-to-head, and you doubled me. Mark Andrews got double the points as Likely, which was just, I don't even know what happened. Did you watch this game? I saw like none of this game. I was out at a barbecue playing bocce and stuff. But
Didn't watch it.
I'm just so shocked. How does Likely go from like 14 targets to just 3 when they were losing? So, and I looked at it too. We got Likely playing 49% of the snaps, and then we got Mark Andrews playing 63% of the snaps. All right, so he played more snaps. He played more snaps in week 1 and week 2. Crazy. Okay. So I don't know.
Question.
Yeah, hit me.
A better question. How do the Ravens lose to the the Raiders? Is that what it was?
Yeah. Yeah, Vegas. Yep. Yeah, what was even the stats in that game? Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
anyone in the chat? Hey, anyone out there? Anyone in the chat? Just let us know what happened. Use a couple key words.
Ooh. Okay. Well, we got nice content from the chat about this tight end situation. He said the Chiefs.
Here we go. The
Chiefs were bracketing Andrews in week 1, and therefore Likely was just they were leaving him wide open because they were covering. Keeping him bracketing is keeping a man on the inside and outside. I'm gonna make the call on that.
Jay Kappa brings up a good point here because I actually did. We didn't talk about it. I talked about it a little bit actually. I did a little bit last week. I did see something on Twitter that Jay Kappa is referencing. He had the high-low help of the safety. Watching him, whatever side of the field he's on.
Really, so that's what they were doing with Andrews, huh?
All right. And look what happened. You left Likely alone one-on-one coverage. Not great. So teams got to make a decision. But here's my question.
Great for the offense.
Yeah, he was wide open. Yeah, he was wide open for dump downs. He sniped that. Yeah, we have this guy in the chat too, Drank, who thinks he's going to be the second coming. I think you do too. No, we're Mark Andrews all the way. But anyway.
Hey, all I got to say is best blocker on the field. Best blocker on the team.
Really?
Isaiah Likely. Just watch him.
Okay.
Just watch him out there, dude.
Well, I don't think it's going to be likely that he ends up with more fantasy points than Mark Andrews, but
oh, I love it. That's an easy
joke for you.
No pun intended, but let's track that. Let's track that by the end of the year because I want to know.
Yeah, and a Jay Kappa's thing too. I saw in the same post they were talking about. I think they showed the last play of the game. He was like triple covered too, right in the red zone there.
Damn. Okay. Dude, I love this.
So,
Two chat saying Likely was wide open. Just keep it set. You can just do that every few minutes. Just say something good about Isaiah Likely on the stream, and I'll love you. You might even earn yourself a VIP if you keep up that behavior. I love it. All right, that was an interesting part of this matchup. Besides that, there's definitely something I want to chat about. All right, this just got me thinking about it. So we just talked about the Chiefs playing Baltimore week 1, right? We saw a pretty good Chiefs team, and then all of a sudden, we saw the Chiefs struggle against Cincinnati last week. Cincinnati got smoked by the Pats in week 1. And then, the Pats played pretty good in week 2 as well. My question is, after dropping, let's go to my team, dropping my defense and picking up Cincinnati's against Washington, who picked off Mahomes twice, sacked him twice, I think. What is going on with Cincinnati is my question to everyone. Are they the worst team in the league? Are they legitimate? What exactly is going on? Because, let's see, they scored 9 against the Chiefs. Don't know if they won or lost this game. I'm guessing they probably lost.
My take on it, they're a team that highly revolves around a high-powered offense. So when there's pieces missing or things are going great, seems to be a struggle at the beginning of the year for these guys all the time.
Okay.
If things aren't, quite clicking, they got a chance to go be upset by somebody. But they also, like we saw, got a chance to, maybe take down the best team in the league. So.
Yep. But so is week 1 a fluke, and they're actually not a bad team, or is week 2 a fluke?
I mean, week one is a situation where you got Jamar Chase, who doesn't even maybe want to be on the field, right? You got T. Higgins out. You got a team that we said we watched that game. We watched that game. A team outside of honestly a few high skill offensive players, not that solid. And the Patriots took advantage of that just by running the damn ball, playing some defense.
And look at this, dude.
They played a brand of football that they just didn't, like the Bengals didn't want to be playing that game. They didn't want to be playing that ground and pound game.
And I think they just kept getting surprised that the Patriots didn't roll.
That's all they could do, though. Because, I think Chase, they'll figure it out very soon. Higgins coming back, I think, will help everybody.
Is Higgins back this week? Yeah,
I saw him for the first time questionable this week.
Okay.
He's been doubtful.
Limited to practice. Okay, yeah, he might actually play.
And they got a juicy matchup against Washington. I would roll him out, even if it's limited.
Gotcha.
That's a
right, and so I'm rolling out the defense. Washington, injured rookie quarterback. I mean, he's going to play, but he's not going to be feeling perfect. That's good news. And this team did their thing against Mahomes. But right, yes, I mean the Bengals allowed more yards to the New England Patriots than they did the Kansas City Chiefs. Like that's just blows my mind. But okay. Cool. So yeah, let me know if you guys hate this start on the Bengals. I had to drop one of my favorite defenses in the league, which is the Chargers. So, and I'm wearing the bolt up jersey right now, so I'm feeling like I made a bad decision, but I'm just kind of chasing what I saw with them in Kansas City last week. But all right, this brings me to a defensive recap that I've been dying to do. After week 1, I came out and I made the call that the Eagles defensive back, and then the Packers defensive backs were absolutely atrocious. And you needed to start every wide receiver against those D-backs. That's what I told you to do in week 2. So let's go find out what happened because I haven't even done this yet. Packers defense, pull them up. They scored 12. They allowed 338 points. Got it. They played Indy. Okay, well, that's a shit situation because, is that $1? S-H-I-T, is that, are we calling that a swear?
Yeah, that's $1.
All right. We'll go A equals 1.
Let it roll, but it's $1.
All right, that's $1. So Green Bay. So now we got to pull up. I mean, Richardson. What did he do? Richardson. Oh, he actually threw the ball a lot. Remember, week 1 he put up 27 points. He completed 9 passes. So he completed 17 passes, threw 34. Oh, 3 interceptions. Okay. All right. So not a great idea if you started everybody against the Packers defense. They kind of stepped up. All right, so now I'm curious about the Eagles.
Interceptions?
He threw 3 picks. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, I mean, dude, it makes sense. He's not a good quarterback, and they have him throw it 34 times. Like, first of all, he's not gonna be on the field after week 6, and he's not a good quarterback while he's out there. So this guy just.
I know you're not a fan, but that's a real take.
Well, dude, it's just He's the size of Cam Newton, but he's not. He's not moving his body like in an intelligent way. He's trying to make the collisions as powerful as possible. Ooh, okay, but I might have got one right though, because look at this, Eagles D. Oh, what is a little Chiefs pamphlet, dude? What is that? Chiefs superfan doesn't go anywhere without it. Oh, and the Bears. All right. What is
crazy. This? I couldn't help but notice walking out to Walmart. They got a little coin-op machine, and they're selling the little posters. So.
Oh, this is good. Oh, baby. Wow.
Any guesses? Any guesses on the last one? We got one more Big Cat team here.
Well, you just showed us Jag.
Yep. There's other Big Cats. I'll tell you what, I showed you a division rival of theirs a second
Detroit,
ago.
Baby, Detroit.
Hey!
Man, all right, man, all right.
Yep.
Oh, Bengals.
I'm gonna collect all 32.
Whoa.
I'm gonna hang them on my wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I see a lot of folds on those. Is that they came in all pre-folded and you had to delicately open them up after you got them out of the slot machine? The coin machine. Yeah. Nice. All right, that's beautiful.
I had to show off a little bit. I was proud of it, honestly.
What was that? You took it back to the car and you're sitting in the car unwrapping them, or what was it like?
That was the best part, is trying to find out which team was. You know what I mean? Like the
what you got
unveiling
there.
of it was great.
Yeah.
This was over 3 days.
Wow.
We'll be back at that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say this sounds like there's gonna be a day 4. All right. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Well, once we get the Jet on the show, he can start showing us off all of his the stickers that he's got, because he was doing the dollar
That's
store.
true. I'll tell you what.
The dollar store NFL stickers for a long time.
There we go. Good man.
They were just like trading cards, but of players. Just literally every single.
Oh yeah.
Every cabinet, every single like sock drawer was just covered in NFL stickers and colors.
We got Chief in the chat. He's rolling with the Bengals.
Yeah, I think that was his guess for the posters, the big cat, which I think is maybe the only other big cat out there. So it's a great guess.
Panthers.
Oh, Panthers! Yeah, nice. All right, I forgot about the hometown team. That's a good question. Yeah, Jesus. All right, Jesus isn't a swear.
All right, we went a total different route there. So
bring us back. I was right. I was right on this Eagles call, right? So Eagles might be the worst defensive backfield in football, which is pretty exciting, right? Because they just let.
Yeah. Hey, Drank. What do you think about that?
Yeah. Oh.
Hey, Trev.
Ooh, and we got a call. We got a hot take. Jamar, wide receiver 1 this week. Oh, look at you flexing the VIP on the chat.
What's it called? I could totally see it. Washington? Against Washington.
Washington was the worst D backfield last year. That was horrendous. Okay, the call is just a wide receiver 1, so he just got to be top 12. Yeah, I'll support that call. I think that's a good call.
It's not a bad call. The only hope is like they just don't murder them in the first quarter.
That's the only
reason. That's the only way I see it not happening. I totally see a top.
But yeah, this needs to change, dude. The wide receiver 43 for Jamar Chase owners.
Yeah,
that's painful. Yeah. That's painful for all of you out there. Because I could just show off and click through a couple of my receivers, and actually I don't even know if I could, right? Because everyone's had a bit of an up and down. Like Evans not all that much.
DK number 1 receiver last week.
Yeah, number 1. He's the 15 right now. Evans is sitting at the 20. Diggs, 23. And that's about it, dude. It would have been Puka if he was in. Okay, cool. Geez, I can't jump around too much. So where do we want to go next, right? I got to talk about my tight end start sit for Thursday night. Maybe we head there.
Yeah, I'm going to read this comment real quick here. So we're talking about Jamar, too. We got another guy talking about Jamar here in the chat. We got Chief talking about Jamar. He got no targets last week, and they should have beat the Chiefs. I don't know what's going on with them.
5 targets?
You want to assume it will be clicking against Washington, you know what I mean? A little bit of a get-back game, right, for them? They're 0-2. They're going to come out with some fire. So I actually like the take of maybe number 1 wide receiver this week. He's got to go. He does have to go ham.
Well, dude, he's on the year. He's got 11 targets for 10 catches.
Yeah, that's not right.
Well, but he's only dropped 1 pass. Like if I'm Burrow, I'm like, all right, I don't throw in completions to this dude. Why are we not feeding him more? They need to start playing Burton.
Yeah, and you think about he is a guy that they use in all sorts of areas of the field. You know, there is no reason why he doesn't have like 7 catches a game.
Whoa. The next Jamar Chase, Jermaine Burton? I didn't even know this guy existed. And we want to be seen as a. Oh, okay, no, this isn't. Oh no, the guy who made the call for wide receiver 1. You're telling us
he's
to play Burton.
He's a big play guy.
All right.
He's a big play guy.
Well, Burton's going to take some of the attention away from Chase, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, he had 1 catch for 47. Oh,
Higgins coming back it's got to spur something.
Mm-hmm. That's why this rookie's even getting any burn. That makes sense. Okay. Still, he ain't playing much. All right, love the chat, boys. Keep just throwing any of your thoughts out there because we're about to talk about.
You know what, Adam? You might not know who he is, but I guarantee you're seeing a play from him. If you watched any college football, like big games, like spanning from 2 years to like the last, we'll say like the last like 4 years.
All right,
the guy,
I've seen some Bama games.
I don't know. He always had a knack for like a national championship, like crazy touchdown.
Love it, dude.
Big play.
All right, but
what are you leaning into? You got him.
Yeah.
You got a tight end match. Is that what's going on?
Exactly. I need help here today.
All right.
We need pollinators out there, so let's not kill the bees here.
Whoa.
That's 6.5 plus is a lot, huh? Yeah, because Pats are going to win this game. So yeah, I would definitely take that. All right, yeah. I mean, and let's talk about one of the reasons they're going to win this game. Pollinators, guys, come on. They attacked my dog. Oh man, all right. It's not good, dude. I was trying to grow zucchinis this summer, dude, and I've got no pollinators in the area because people are honeybee farming, killing the rest of the freaking environment, and
Really?
therefore I got no
Wait,
zucchinis because there wasn't enough pollinators.
Everyone, actually, low key, everyone with their honeybees are bad.
Yes, honeybees are horrible for the other pollinators. Basically, they're too efficient at pollinating, so it doesn't leave enough for other pollinators in the ecosystem, and then it basically kills off everything else except for the honeybee.
So they're wiping our biodiversity.
Biodiversity is the exact term that I was thinking of as I was rambling, and so yeah, well done. Honeybees are not good for biodiversity. If you're farming anything but the honeybee, I applaud you. You're doing great, but you're also going to make no money and hardly any honey. So, you know, oh my! Thank you for the subscription, dude. Maybe we turn this into a sustainability stream. It's working for us. Oh my man, I'm gonna have to get you back. All right.
I mean, honest to God, it's sort of it's like his sponsorship for our Rocket League team officially.
Well, yeah, we need someone to pay the bills because we've been clunking our way down. I mean, it's been tough in the Rocket League environment.
1 second for the Rocket League fans out there.
No biodiversity there.
I know we've been disappointing. We got to get right. We're gonna get hopefully a snow day someday.
That's what's gonna bring us back.
Take care of some business.
Yeah. Until then, we're gonna talk about Hunter Henry. All right. So I'm wearing the throwback. I'm gonna wear this all night. Hunter Henry killed it last week with what?
First half.
12 targets, and he's playing basically the whole game. I've got likely. So I've got likely Hunter Henry situation here, right? The only reason I feel comfortable starting Henry over likely, and I want people's opinions, would you start likely over Henry? I think I'm going to go Henry here, and I've got 30 minutes to kind of close this decision out. It's just because I'm not sure about Likely's role. Apparently, Mark Andrews still is going to be the guy. Thank you, chat, for telling us that the Chiefs actually had a plan to take away Andrews, and that was the only reason Likely really did anything. So I'm not getting a good feeling about that. And the Jets are allowing the 11th most catches to tight ends. And what else are we going to be able to do on this defense besides hit the tight end and give it to Ramondre? I don't see us doing anything outside of 10 feet of Jacoby Brissett, and I think we can be effective there. But it's going to have to be a Hunter Henry 10-target game if we want to be in this thing. That's my thoughts, and so I got to roll them out. But I'm not playing against you this week, so you can give me thoughts. Please hit me.
So you're already leaning towards.
I'm leaning towards Henry. And I'll just throw out that I've also got Parkinson and Otten on the bench. And I guess Parkinson, what did he do last week? No, he didn't do nothing last week. All right.
So my thoughts on the Likely situation, even as a Mark Andrews owner, I'm starting to recognize that this sort of thing is going to happen. There's going to be teams that potentially, I'm going to say this, it's going to sound good for you, make the mistake and let Likely sort of eat on a lot of underneath stuff, single coverage, right? He will go off sometimes. And it's going to be about picking when he's going to go off.
Yeah, that's fun.
But I want to say with a team that has definitely showed that they don't, feed wide receivers. They more like to run the ball, maybe, move the chains. That why not both could eat?
Love it.
I don't want to say Gronk and Hernandez. You could see similar style roles for both of those guys.
What I've been saying, dude, I said that to the Jet in the preseason, and he said, don't you dare ever compare anybody to Hernandez again. He was a once-in-a-generation type of player. And I was like, dude, I don't know. Look at what Likely does.
And I'll say that Likely is a great athlete. He is a little different than Hernandez in a way. I don't know. I want to say Hernandez was definitely...
Seems like a nice guy.
I'll just say that he seems like a great guy, and he was ahead of his time.
No. Likely
like
seems like a nice guy. I did not say Hernandez.
Hernandez was ahead of his time.
Okay.
So here's the thing.
That's
teams, what was like, that was probably a nightmare to decide who we gonna let eat on us, Gronk or Hernandez, because it's almost to pick your poison.
Dang, dude. I don't even remember the fantasy days. I didn't have ownership of either of them. But if you had, you started both of them every single week. Those were 2 tight end ones, right?
Yeah. And so if we can see that with them, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But Hernandez was like a Mike Evans, dude. Woo, that's a statement. Was he really? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I disagree with that. You just compared Hernandez to the second greatest receiver to ever live. So I don't know. I don't know if I.
Here we go. But yes, I get it. But think about like maybe Mike Evans college. Like he's almost like this guy's a freaking tight end because he's huge. I'll tell you what. Likely he seems like a bigger tight end, right? Than Hernandez. You know, I want to say that Hernandez definitely was more of just like a pure slot receiver. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think that makes sense. And first is obviously Jerry. And just got to type that into chat too. Mike Evans is only second to him so far.
Yeah.
I firmly believe that.
That's sick.
Well, dude, just wait.
Maybe
Isn't even tough
with his entire career.
It doesn't even. We'll see. Once everything's said and done and he's announcing his retirement, we're gonna have a show. We're gonna be traveling there, and we're. Oh, AB. Dude, don't sleep on AB. He did some good things, but as I'm seeing this, look at this. Isaiah Likely's a tight end 1 in fantasy football right now. Dude, don't even mess around with THU is better than Mike Evans, dude. That is an insult. Oh man, dude. All right, that's fine. That's
THU's the man.
That's fine. Our new subscriber he's earned the right to share his opinion, and we appreciate all opinions here.
What do you think about that one though? AB Mike Evans. We could have that conversation.
That's a tough conversation, dude. I don't even want to get into that. That's a good conversation. I'll write it here on my notepad for a future show. But okay, so I didn't get any suggestion from you. Do you start Likely or Hunter Henry? Just kind of a final answer. We got some thoughts.
Who's Baltimore playing?
Baltimore's got Dallas. And Dallas just embarrassed themselves last week against, drumroll please, New Orleans. Oh boy. Okay. And the only one that touches the ball from the tight ends in New Orleans is Taysom Hill, and he had like 1 catch. He didn't do anything. So they put up 432 yards against this defense without a tight end. Oh boy, I have no idea what's going to happen with Dallas and Baltimore next week on Sunday, dude. That is going to be crazy.
All right, here's my suggestion to you. You got to make the decision still. If you are going for a safer floor, you go with your boy Henry. If you go for the ceiling, you need points, you go with Likely.
Yep, I like that.
It's going to be a great game against Dallas.
Yep, I love it. And honestly, tight end is my only weak position on this roster, so I'm going for the floor. I don't need the ceiling.
Okay.
So, good. Yeah, lock it in, baby. Hunter Henry Jets, let's go. 10 targets minimum. 10 targets minimum, and I'm going to feel good.
Well, I heard something that he had like 8 catches in the first half. Someone may have been dramatic, a co-worker.
No, he might have. He might have had 8 targets.
In the second.
Ooh, Mike Evans isn't even the best receiver on his team right now, dude. Jeez, I don't know what you're watching, man.
You know what, that one, I don't think that, no. I do not think that we're saying what's his name is better than Mike Evans.
Well, I think Baker Mayfield's getting a lot of credit right now.
Or Hoggy Boy. Mike Evans is definitely the best receiver on the team.
Dude, that's not a conversation. That's not a conversation I'm willing to
entertain
on a public show.
He's the dominant wideout on that team. Godwin, they move around.
The only team that he's not the wide receiver 1 on right now is potentially Minnesota. But even on Minnesota, I would still probably call him the wide receiver 1, dude. Like just wait, everybody. All right, he's having a career year this year, and I can't keep talking about this. So let's jump. I need to hear.
I do like Godwin this year.
I need to hear.
Godwin I like all the Bucks this year. Give me all the Bucks.
Dude, I'm Team Bucks all day. Like I've been Bucks over the hometown team for a long time now. But we got to go to waiver wire pickups. Anything that excited you this week? I've got one guy that I got in most leagues that I'm pretty excited about. Yeah, dude, we might need to call in. He's not getting the start in this Dynasty League, but he's getting the start in like 2 other Yahoo leagues. And Carson Steele.
Hold on.
Carson Steele.
Oh, okay.
So
you ended up with him?
He's not my start of the week, but I picked him up in a lot of leagues. And, I mean, if you didn't, tell me why, or maybe you just couldn't. The problem with him is he's not going to be a 3-down back, is what they're saying. They're probably still going to have P. Ryan out there.
Yeah, P. Ryan, yeah, they just got him back there. Yep.
Carson Steele ran a 4.7, huh? Dude, look at Kappa with all these freaking calls, man. I mean, the Mike Evans one was ghastly, but everything else has been good content. So he fumbled He fumbled last week, Carson Steele,
really?
right? But then they brought him in on the next possession, and he did completely fine. So I was like, okay, wow, they trust him. And so if he ever does get the trust to be on the field on a 3rd-down situation and protect Mahomes in pass coverage or pass blocking situation, then he's going to be a potential RB1 option until Pacheco's back. So I mean that's what got me excited to waivers this week. Besides that, I've been hunting defenses, which I have never really done in the past. I've usually just tried to ride with one defense. It's been helping this year. I mean, just hunt defenses playing the worst quarterbacks or injuries. I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, is that usually your strategy? What do we do out here? I try to find one team that I fall in love with, but then they run into a powerhouse and I lose fantasy that week. And I lost my co-host. Oh, but dude, we can see the nice terrible towel. We can see the nice background now. Your beautiful faces and blocking it. But all right, so start of the week. I'm gonna type his name in. Not DK Metcalf, although DK Metcalf against Miami actually is going to be a great start. So if you've got DK Metcalf, you're rolling him out this week, but not the start of the week. You ready for the start of the week? And this is also a waiver wire pickup, but it's not for me because I've had this guy.
Jeff Wilson.
No, dude, I've had this guy for a long time queued up, and actually I think our boy Cap is going to love this one.
Really? What's happening?
WHITTI. Jordan Whittington, start of the week, week 3. I am feeling like potentially 9 or 10 catches out of this guy, if not more. When did Puka come on last year? It was after he had played a couple games that he showed he can pass. I mean, they showed he can run block on the outside, and then just kind of, be a strong presence with the ball in his hands. That's all Whittington has done so far. Played a couple snaps. He's been blocking super well, and he, got sure hands on a couple dump-offs. He made something happen on like a pass out to the flat last week. And is Cooper Kupp even playing? Do we know? I mean, I know he's injured. I don't know if he's out. Diagnosed with high ankle sprain, will spend a week in a cast, so he's out. Dude, Whittington's gonna eat. And all right, cool. We're in agreement here. All right. Let's put the Mike Evans statements aside and let's agree. Jordan Whittington is. I'm nervous as a Puka. I'm nervous as a Nakua owner because once he splashes, dude, he's not gonna be someone that Stafford's gonna want to take off the field. I don't know. I think this guy was super undervalued. He was the better Texas wide receiver in my opinion. Worthy was, I think he's been outperforming his ceiling so far. I don't see much more growth out of him. This is the guy that I think is going to actually be a good NFL wide receiver. Anyway, no Kupp. Bring him in. Horns, baby. All right. So there's my start. This is my start of the week.
You want my high value start of the week?
Hit me.
I'm gonna go to my team right now and give you my high value start of the week.
Coming from your roster.
Yeah, coming from my roster. I'm gonna try to
Got to scroll a ways
what
to
do they
get
call
there.
that? I'm gonna try to make it happen. Positive vibes.
Yeah. What is that called? That's called manifesting.
Manifest. Start of the week. Start of the week is going to be.
Don't say King on Coleman, but it might be. Well, we know one of these weeks he's gonna hit.
It's going to be. God, who's gonna start for me? Jesus Christmas.
We've talked about Bucky being a splash player. We haven't seen it yet. Bucky did not do much week 2. Here it is, everybody. This is proof. We do not pre-prepare content. We do this live for you.
Don't.
All right? You're getting authentic, legitimate first impression thoughts.
I'm stuck between.
Maybe not legitimate,
Greg Dortch,
but authentic.
I'm stuck between Greg Dortch at home versus Detroit. And I'm stuck between. Bucky Irving.
Oh, we're getting a fire Juju.
Fire Juju?
Yeah, we're getting that from the chat, and I can't. I'll tell you why he's got him on his roster, because he's got his jersey. He's got his most fire white Steelers jersey.
He's an original draft pick, you know.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one to drop.
He's an original, you know.
Whoa.
You draft him as a young rookie.
Love that pick. Watch Osborne go off tonight. I see it. I see a touchdown. I see a surprise touchdown out of Osborne tonight.
Let's check it out. Click on him real quick. I'm looking on his thing.
Snap share's been great.
Snap percentage last week, 75%.
That's beautiful for a team that's like running the football most of the time. So that means they trust him out there to run block. He's on the field a lot.
2 targets there. 6 targets week 1.
Yeah.
Watch Osborne go off. That would be crazy. Anyone have an idea of Bucky Irving?
I've got my vibe check doesn't look good there.
I would say, Greg Dortch for some reason would go off against Detroit in like a high scoring affair.
Oh, I could see that. And that should be.
So
right?
there it is. It's Greg Dortch, boys.
Yeah.
Greg Dortch.
That's the start of the week.
Yep.
All right.
Do we want to do it real quick? Do you want to just show the people?
We'll see on Sunday if he makes it in.
Yahoo?
Yeah, all right. What? Yeah, I think that's. I say we'll see on the show when we come back on Sunday if he actually makes it into your starting lineup, because my start of the week.
Yeah, we'll see.
My start of the week isn't making it into my dynasty lineup, and I feel horrible about that.
That is horrible.
I gotta bench either Metcalf, Diggs, or Evans, and I mean, I guess at this point.
You know what? Let's gloat a little bit. Something is going right for us in fantasy football. It's a league we talked about last year every single week. And people maybe have been wondering what happened to the Yahoo League. Let's show them what's happened in the Yahoo League.
Let's pull up the league. This is right to the matchup, so we're a little bit ahead of things. This is our most expensive league, and so for everyone out there that does leagues that are like 10,000 a pop, that's nothing compared to what this league does. This is like, we're talking $40K a year in Monopoly money. No, this is a $100 league, so it's my most expensive league. What about you?
Which is a big deal.
Oh yeah, I mean you're winning out 600. And actually, I was telling this to some fantasy football newbies the other night that I was just laughing at hearing if those people heard me call them that, they would think that was hilarious. But I was telling them about the concept of like in this league, if you finish first with your record, you get your money back. You get your 100 back, and then if you finish with the most points scored, you get $100 as well too. So if you're the best team in the league, you can potentially win $100. And if you tank round 1 in playoffs, which is like the most devastating thing to do when you're the 1 seed, it's not all that bad. So like any commissioners hearing that, like please implement that into your fantasy leagues. I think it's the greatest thing you can do. The only thing that it takes away from the winner. Instead of 800 for the winner, it makes 600, but 600 is still good on a 100 league. But yeah, I mean, that was just buying time. Look at this, dude. Hustle Points is finally achieving what they should be achieving. It's just beautiful. But then we've got, honestly, the fantasy football team, which I'm disappointed that that's still the name. Oh, and this isn't coming up well on the screen, so let me fix that for you guys.
Well,
Fantasy football team's at 1-1, but the best scoring team in the league. So let's get into the matchup between those two.
I'll say this: I'm not proud to be the fantasy football team. Still,
it wasn't.
I'll tell you what. There was a big old drought in this league, and I had to change something up.
And then I remember you saying they had to re-earn their name, right?
Yes, they had to re-earn their name, and I made this realization after 1 year. I had no keepers. I'm like, buddy, we got to draft better than this, and it's been better. It's been better since then. It's been like 3 years.
The turnaround's happening.
The turnaround is happening live.
Dude, you got my boy Bake. That's hurtful.
Yeah,
but
here's the thing. Baker wasn't the starting quarterback entering this year.
Wow.
Which is fun.
Did he start week 1?
We had Jordan Love as a keeper in the 15th round.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. But Baker stepped up here. Baker, he has. Baker's playing Denver. I like that.
Yikes. Okay.
I like that matchup.
Denver's not bad. Denver's not a bad defense, but they should be controlling that game all day long. Like,
I think they should be.
Yeah. I mean,
you could see it being low. You could see it being low scoring. In fact, as far as them not chasing points, I guess that sucks. But let's just hope the Baker show continues here, and he's the driving force to scoring touchdowns. That'd be great. Rushing, throwing, he's been doing them all.
You look at the number 2 ranked fantasy player in Baker Mayfield right now. That is awesome.
Yeah, and he's getting rolled out against Lamar Jackson. What a matchup.
Did anyone see Otani's stat line today? I got nothing. What happened?
I saw some thing last night. They were saying some history thing. I think he got to 40 home runs last night. I'm not sure. I don't know. Was this for the chat?
Right.
Hold on, let me check that out.
And then Godwin going for 125 and a touchdown? Yeah, I could see that.
Godwin go for 125 and a touchdown. Lock. Okay.
Going against Denver? Yeah, I don't know.
I did not see the Otani stat line today. I know not a lot of people will like it, but Juan Soto, 40th home run last night, 200th of the career, generational talent.
Why wouldn't people like that?
He's a Yankee.
Exactly. Why wouldn't people like that, dude?
Yeah, I mean, I know you do, and I know.
Dude, I haven't watched baseball since this happened, but we went to the casino in New York, dude. Was one of the coolest. I don't ever go to New York.
That was really weird.
I think. One of the coolest experiences ever as a lifelong Yankees fan. Showing up and seeing people actually rooting for the Yankees when they did something well. I looked up and I was like, expecting the Yankees getting crushed, but they were rooting for them. I was like, dope.
Do you remember we're looking down and we hear the crowd reaction and
we're
like, shit.
Yeah, that's not good. Yeah.
I look up, I see a Yankees player around in the bases. I'm like, what's happening? I'm like, oh my God, dude. We're in New York. Holy crap.
Oh, dude, it was awesome.
But hold on, here's the stat line. Otani, 6 for 6, 3 homers, 10 ribbies, 2 bags stolen.
10 RBIs, dude?
And then the 2 bags stolen just to throw it in like, yeah, I'm a good athlete too.
Why is he so different?
Obviously.
Why is he able to do that? Is it because he's a pitcher? Does that help? If you're a pitcher, does that help you become a better hitter? Is that a thing?
Honestly, God, maybe a little bit strategy-wise. I don't know at that level. I really don't. Maybe. But...
Because we're talking to a collegiate record-setting pitcher right here. If you guys don't know, it's this man of my.
But anyway, I just feel like.
Dude, that's not true, bro. He's a lefty. He's got a smooth stroke.
Yeah, come watch a Raiders game sometime. You might see something. Might see him get 2 bags.
Come play a game. Come play a game. Why don't you?
Con did play 2 games.
Oh, nice. Dude, I'm upset.
Anyway.
I missed that. Retired on top, as every good man should.
he's obviously just a great athlete.
All right. Yeah, it's just any giant guy, dude. I don't know. All right, he's a different guy. Thanks for the cross sport analysis. But yeah, bringing us back. What jumps out? All right, I'm gonna read your team. I'm gonna tell you what jumps out, makes me nervous. You do the same for mine. How's that? So of course Baker Mayfield is one. If he doesn't hit Evans, I'm in trouble. If Evans has a down day, and it's not like I'm gonna ever bench the second greatest receiver of all time, so he's in the starting lineup, and he should eat against those Baker points. So I'm hoping that's going to be helpful. But then honestly, Nico Collins, I'm not too worried about. He's been absolutely crushing it, and I'd be curious to know. He's a 19th, so he's a wide receiver 2 right now. Good for him.
Nico's the man.
I don't think he's going to do what he did again. I think the Diggs effect is going to. I don't know. Never mind. I won't go there. But I'm not worried about Collins. I am worried about Kincaid. And then Saquon, I feel like I should be worried about, but I just don't like the New Orleans matchup. So really, I think it's hilarious, dude. Your QB tight end is who I'm afraid of. And I think that's only because I feel some strength coming out of my lineup. But, yeah, if those two perform, I think I'm losing this week. What's your take?
Sorry, yeah, exactly. I was just ordering the Chinese food for the game.
Oh, dude, good for you. Good for you.
But I heard you say that you're gonna read through your lineup. But you read through my lineup, I'll read through yours.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly, right. So I just covered yours. So let me know what you think about mine. Who stands out to you? Who don't you want to be seeing here?
Justin Jefferson, first 2 weeks has made it. He showed no problem not having a trustworthy quarterback out there. I mean,
I don't know why anyone ever questioned.
Very well.
Yeah, I don't know why anyone ever questioned that. He doesn't need a good quarterback.
I mean, people would. I mean, but the thing is, he's got talent. That Sam Darnold guy, he was almost lost $1. He was in a bad situation over in the Jets, and it's worth $1 because they were shit, you know. So I don't blame him completely. He's gone out and he's gone above expectations though.
Okay. Yep. So I agree.
Right?
But he walked off the field injured last week. My heart stopped because I have him in 4 out of 5 leagues.
Ooh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, but it was just a quad contusion, and he's been practicing, and he's good to go though. He said he guarantees he plays. So they're locking him in at the top 3.
To me now is you have apparently the second best wide receiver of all time on your team. I didn't know that. And it's not Rice here. That's our Rice. Okay, so it's Mike Evans.
Yeah, that's not Jerry Rice. Yes, Mike Evans.
Okay. All right. So, what sticks out to me is Rashi's been the man in Kansas City as far as just he seems to be, honestly, I hate to say it, the focal point of their offense right now.
He is. He's there. He's just.
I mean, he's like.
Mahomes has a wide receiver 1 again. It's beautiful.
It's just like.
He was a keeper, by the way.
He's a wide receiver 1, but he's doing it in a different way as far as just. I have Kelsey in another league, and it seems like he's like the Kelsey role plus another thing on top. You know what I mean? It's just tough.
Yeah, I'm just happy he's playing and not in prison.
Their offense, it seems like right now. So good for him. We'll see what happens. No Pacheco. I had a big year lined up for Pacheco, to be honest with you, just based off he's going to be getting just about as much volume as a top 10 back. We'll see, obviously. Yeah. But
actually, you just scared me saying that because now Pacheco was the first down machine, so that helped Rice stay on the field. That helped the offense. So we'll see.
Maybe that helped the Kelsey situation, but I see Rashee Rice just still obviously being the focal point of the team, and if not more so now. So that's a great start.
I didn't even see Neighbors tucked away down here.
It's a must start. Here's a cool thing: Taylor versus Saquon. I mean, that's a sick.
That's a beautiful matchup, dude. I love it. Yep.
Sick matchup.
Who was keepers on your team, by the way?
What's up?
Who were keepers on your team?
Oh, keepers. Good keepers. So Jordan Love, you're not going to see him in the starting lineup hurt. He was around 15 keeper. I got him last year.
Yeah.
The other, I kept all 3. Kincaid was a keeper, and it scared me at first. But I see this Monday night game versus Jacksonville to be a fun game. And fun games mean a lot of points.
Yeah. And it's an early one, 7:30.
Yeah, and a lot of points for the Bills should mean, and it hasn't meant, should mean, even though they've done it, should mean a lot of points for Dalton Kincaid.
It's got to be coming, dude. And I can't believe I'm playing against him 2 weeks in a row, dude, when I just know it's coming. I texted the group chat, and I was like, man,
you said that he was going to be going off.
Yeah, I had a feeling, but, yeah, dang.
So
all right.
That's a big pivotal piece to my team. I love McBride, too. That's another great matchup.
Yeah, McBride, Dobbins, and Rice were all keepers for me, and so far,
this matchup
worked out
of
just
Jaylen Warren and
we got a great team here.
It's really interesting. Can I say that?
Yeah.
But let's go down to my team. Who would we be replaced with?
Right, yeah. Why are you starting Warren? In the flex or RB2? Wow, yeah, you've got RB2? One running back on your team. Oh, you're waiting for this boy.
Who?
He looked good, dude. Jalen Wright looked good. I'm surprised.
Jalen Wright will be a problem at some point, I'm hoping. But right now, he's unstartable.
I guess, yeah. So, I guess he had 4 spots.
You know what I was thinking? I don't know. I didn't watch the Cowboys game, but they played like ass, huh?
Oh, Cowboys embarrassed themselves, dude.
So I'm hoping for someday Rico Dowdle to be serviceable. He really could obviously edge out Zeke for #1 running back role, but
he gave you decent numbers. He gave you decent numbers last week.
Dowdle?
Yeah, 8 points.
I didn't see that.
Oh, okay. It was in the past game because they were losing by 100. So
all
right. So I wouldn't count on that.
No, that makes sense because they were losing. I was like, how is a running back?
Yeah, no, you got to start Warren because yeah,
I like Warren. Javonte Williams really he's just not a electric start, unfortunately.
Yeah, I wouldn't start him.
Yeah,
I mean, I
really feel safe.
Secretly, I would.
I wish this was a full PPR league for Jaylen Warren, but I just feel safe on the floor for Jaylen Warren. It's not a great start, though. You're right. That's the hole in my team right there, that RB2 situation.
All right, that's beautiful. And, I mean, we're getting close to game time. I've got to prep some dinner. So I think we covered what we wanted to today. We did hear in chat that Pats are what? Plus 6.5, right?
Plus 6.5, okay.
I think that's an obvious one, right? This means that they need to not lose by 7 or more.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing's obvious, right? I mean, you would never actually bet real money on sports, right, guys? I mean,
literally,
who would do that? But it should happen.
The Ravens might lose to the Raiders. You never know.
Yeah. Yikes. But I mean, that sounds pretty good. I'm excited for this game. I think Stevenson is just going to show us that he's a legitimate running back, better than a lot of the big names out there today. But yeah, I mean, I guess we didn't touch on Rodgers, right? What's Rodgers been doing? How do we feel about Rodgers and the Jets? Is he cursed like the rest of them? Can he break the curse?
I don't know. This is a big game for the Jets as well, being on national televised game again this week. All I already know is Rodgers goes off, and Thursday night they were talking about it today on ESPN.
All right.
What does he add to it?
He's got 2 games, both under 200 yards, 3-to-1 touchdown interception ratio. Been sacked a couple times.
Quiet.
Okay.
So it's quiet.
Yeah.
They did get a win.
We just got a good defense, though. We've only allowed the Pats defense 1 passing touchdown in 2 weeks of football, so that's pretty beautiful. I think, dude, I am fearful for Aaron Rodgers' longevity in this one. Honestly, I think we're gonna come after him. We know that he can't move, and so if he's not just slinging it out quick, but you can't just sling. We got good D-backs, dude. You're gonna potentially lose yards if you're just throwing at the line of scrimmage. All right, I guess we'll see.
He's gonna be facing the Heat.
Yeah, I saw something that popped out to me, but it's gone. It's gone like most good thoughts. Well, how many thoughts do we have in a day, right? We got, 100,000 thoughts a day? This is just one of them that's gone and I'll never remember. That's fine.
It's fine.
But all right, so we're going to come back at you Sunday morning. The Heart of Fantasy is coming back for the 6th show of the season so far?
Heart of Fantasy on Twitter, too. If you got the lineup changes, anytime you want the advice, ask.
Yep, come find us at Heart of Fantasy. And yeah, we need to get that started. Actually, we got 3 people on admin, so we are ready to start some negotiations there. Not negotiations. That would only be once we get it going and start trying to sell this thing. But yes, we will include our chatters in any shared revenue. Kev has 3 thoughts. Is that a day? Is that a day, or is that a... Come on. Kev thinks more than all of us. All right. Yeah, any closing statement? Any closing word here?
I got 3 thoughts.
3 thoughts,
I have 3 thoughts
right now? I don't know.
Kincaid breakout.
Beautiful.
Kincaid breakout game. Thank you, Con. Great stream. Now I have a second thought. Great stream. It was a great stream. Thank you, Con. And I got my last thought. For everyone.
That is a $5 penalty for the visual cue.
My last thought for everyone. Last week I left it off with, what did I say?
Clip that for the West Coast. Clip that for the West Coast.
Orb of Confusion activated. Anyway.
Have a great Thursday night. Enjoy your Chinese.
Yeah.
Everyone else, let's go watch the Patriots.
Enjoy your Chinese. Last thought is all about the Chinese.
All right. Until next time.
Bye, everybody.